Kayunga na politiki Kayunga.
Ebyavuddeyo bitiisa.
Is NRM which is losing.
NRM.
NRM, it is NRM that is losing, and Bobi Wine is celebrating. That is deceptive victory.
Deceptive victory.
Orepizo mukazi nomufiisa omwana nomufiisa olubutono nti nfunye omusika. Ate evidence yeyongera. It wouldn't be in the interest of NRM to do these things.
NRM teyandi because
in fact for me nabagamba mukatabo kange kano nti scientific elections a snake in the cooking pot. 1980 cops to dance nabagamba nti akaluka bili abiri mugumu kafananya dana ka kinana and if you don't take care or kakati remove Museveni is America is Biden semogereye onogundi Bobi Wine
semogereye Bobi Wine
kitege kikolere mu arrangement yeyo nti Bobi Wine ye semogerere Museveni ye Biden kakati ye situation ye tulimu if these people don't take care nabagamba nti akaluka nukafananiga ddala akakinana nakugamba. In 1980 elections were preceded by a wave of insecurity that was intended to intimidate the opposition. Many opposition candidates were arrested. Prominent among them was Sam Njuba before he fled to the bush. Njuba was picked from a rally at the Constitutional Square and arrested for days. Upon his release, he joined the UPM and later fled to the bush together with his wife, Margaret Njuba. The killer squad introduced a bus which was later came to be known as Mpawa Talikava, meaning anyone will grieve. Medical doctors at Mulago Hospital targeted Obote's cousin who at that time had joined the Democratic Party, Akena Nechon, was police yamugano kuogera. Ngata yogera tuubira bubizi mukinana. Many opposition supporters were coerced to join the UPC to save their lives. It was this political situation which forced the DP to ignore calls of extending the 1980 general election. Mwali mwebufu yobunji, mwali mwefujo, mwali mwe intimidation, mwali mwichi. Menkugamba nti DP agana. Bajigamba nti gundi wakaluke yongere nga popa kanti nedda. Abantu bafe batufaako, abantu bajja kolachi. Extending the elections meant extending the suffering of the people, leading and supporters alike. The killings and the detentions were intended to demonstrate the power and the influence of UPC. Although the UPC blamed this on former Minister soldiers, blaming ADF, the truth was that the perpetrators were elements in the army. For example, the bus operated every day around the same time between ngabo mugamba bina abagoba abantu mutaka police bakwata abalamuzi babavunana yes waberawo group ejja mu government nekolyamu ebintu byayo kati mubwe muri ogamba ADF Buganda Land Board bo bano basekana busesi bweyongera kola when you are in a family sente zone zibula don't pinpoint on one person yazibye yabaseka
Ochikolo otya
andi kugambye nti sente z'abaana ng'olina abaana ababbi ewaka leka kugamba nti gundi ye yanzibye eyabbye addamu nabba yefulu Ibrahim Buganda Land Board bajja kuddamu bagoba abantu mu ttaka kuba Buganda Land Board kanunule district its activities ku ttaka lya Kabaka baba bali ku ttaka ly'abantu ba Land Roads bo tebabagoba ekitegeeza nti yiso cannot be restricted to Buganda Land Board.
Yes, Buganda Land Board
eyinza okubanga eri excessive but once you use Buganda Land Board bali abakola baseka is not sometimes kuja kongo ina conclusive evidence kugamba nti okulonda bwe kutyo kwali nakugamba nti
kwekinana nga kujjuddemu intimidation okutiisatiisa abantu
nakugamba nti the vice chairman of the military commission Yoweri Museveni was arrested at Kawempe akati mumuteeka mu nyumba It was alleged that the car in which Museveni and his wife were traveling were followed by another car owned by a senior UNLF officer who ordered for the arrest. At that time, Museveni was threatening to go to the bush if elections were rigged. It is not clear how news of his detention reached the Foronasa colleagues who rescued him. Lieutenant Colonel Muhindo, a known ally of Yoweri Museveni, was killed in the Makerere University. It seems that, although Obote downplayed Museveni's bush threats, David Yoicho Joka and Paulo Muwanga took Museveni seriously. Museveni states in his book that he was not interested in the elections, but he was pushing to it by other people like Bidandi Sali. Museveni states that he wanted the UPC to mismanage the elections and seized the opportunity to fight the water government.
Nti Museveni akaluluti akagenda munga akagala yayagala balabisi
kyembaga nti nupute
ne Bobi Wine
yagala ngakalulu kubalabisa
tubalabisi
yes
Kekayunga babalabisi
nupute yagala kuwangula no nabaga Bobi Wine was a creation of the mafia gang ekibiina ekibakijjawa before this man Kibalama handed this party to Bobi Wine he talked to me. When they developed problems fighting over the leadership of Bobi Wine they came to me. Nembagamba Bobi Wine temusobola mujjako mwekibina mwakimuwa myaka emeka kan you say nemateeka tekiriyo nti mwasalendenga party mujimwazike. Yesterday 2 days ago he rang me again. Kibalama yes you were fair man. I don't miss a day nga sikuwulidde yes.
So kati betula indicators ezaliwo mu 80 betulana ebiriwo kati bifaanagana
nti Museveni nkugamba however there was no way a non-fighter but bagamba nti Museveni simulwanyi nkugamba Museveni stated that he wanted the UPC to mismanage the elections and seize the opportunity to fight the Obote government. He also says that the surrender at his 7,000 soldiers for retraining at Kabamba as required by the government had been removed from the defense ministry to Ministry of Regional Cooperation, where he had no work. Obote responded that if there was no way Museveni would return to fighting when he had never fought. Kujereka bantu. However, this drunkard, Goliath, Daudi kyakoze Goliath, bamvumulo, bomulo technology, bomulo. However, there was no way a non-fighter would be interested with the defense ministry immediately after the war. Obote was very insecure and had no direct control over the government. And the army, because of the two, were under Paulo Muwanga and Oito Joko respectively. The statements Obote made at that time showed a man always on the defensive. He lacked the confidence in his abilities. Therefore, when Obote said that if Museveni goes back to the bush, UPC would follow him and leave him there. Obote was avoiding the question of credibility of the elections. His elections and those of his people showed that he wanted to retain power at all means. He refused to meet the Commonwealth Observers group. Also he intended that they were not important. Obote of all the people, the presidential candidates in 1980, it was only Obote who refused to meet the Commonwealth Observers. Say they don't know why they are here. Maybe they are on a jubilation.
Obote
tiyabalaba
yagano basinkana yabayisamu amaaso
n'abawewula ate yafunamu kubanga bakola recommendation 1980 elections have been fair according to African standards, but compare Africa at that time Fetwaina Mariti Party nga balaba nabayina single party tebalonda president. So which mean abazungu bafuna escape route. Dangerous signals before the 1980 elections. Nazirabirawo kana katabanda kawandika katika bagamba wandikira wano.
Bagamba nti obisomera wano.
Kana kalulu.
Friday July nga 12 ati yo home ni kabalagala.
Nabagandi kana kalulu enteke kaje mukateseemu. Nembalagira ne bukundi buno nga buzina amazina buli mu kabuli. Obuwanga nga buzina. Ibusigere ton.
Nolaga ate n'omusota nga guli mu nsuwa.
Nabagandi snake in the pot.
Omusota oguli mu nsuwa ate kyo kitegeeza.
Abaganda bakugamba nti omusota oguli mu nsuwa. Bwogukuba tolya.
semusota guli mutamu
nebo kusigala mwera tolia you must be a patient man wait it waneko yourself and goes away
ogulinda ne kuvayo ne kugenda ebyago
kanda bagamba dangerous signals before the 1980 elections. The Electoral Commission of 1980 was appointed by Paulo Muanga without even consulting stakeholders. Uganda was divided into 124 constituencies. However, the constituencies were not based on population living in those areas as the norm now. UPC took advantage of gerrymandering and created various constituencies in areas they were sure they had support, such as Apache North, Apache East, Apache Northeast, Apache West. The whole of Busoga region had 11 MPs. Mpiji district in Buganda, which included Mpiji, Butambala and Wakiso, had only 4 MPs. Kampala City had only 4 MPs. Interestingly, as elections approached, cabinet naffe twakikoze nankabiro nalyokatemye Uganda ngaalinga atema ennyama gerrymandering. What happened in 1980, we've done it in areas that have NRM support. Abamu balina amagombolola abiri, abamu limu, abamu emiruka ena kuweza abantu 14.
Omunga MP nga naye akiikirira ebyalo 15.
Yes. Nembagamba the current Electoral Commission is facing a credibility problem like the other one in 1980, mainly from the conduct of its chairman, Justice Simon Byabakama. First and foremost, he is new in the job. The law requires that the commission should retire after organizing 2 elections. I think this was intended to inject new blood in the commission, but it is a wastage of experience. It would have been better for commissioners to retire after reaching the retirement age for civil service. This would ensure experience and continuity, because each election comes with its challenges and therefore require experience hands. Singa baba balonda Electoral Commission bamanya nti bajja kulitayiringa nga bawezeze emyaka bwegiti ne batabalonda bonna nga balina age difference. Kakati eri tiimu yonna yalwako gye eri experience yagenda yonna ne baleeta ono omukulu w'essomero akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kalinga amagye toyinza kateekamu regional balancing. Wano baleeta omukazi Professor Mwaka ne bamuleeta mbu akubirize NRS gundi eno CA wakapobulo yadduka misinde ng'omukazi agitwala mu referendum. Mukazi wajjogulaffe kubanga mbusimanyi yakoleranga abayeekera surveys. Habukandi surveyor cheya
yali atwala mu referendum.
Wakapobulo yadduka emisinde okujja okumujja mu ntebe. Yes.
Wakapobulo n'akyeyalinga.
Mulimu ebifo like the military has performed well. Why? Military tina gender balancing, tina simanyi. You must capable, you were genuine, go to the front line.
Now very general Homukambwe Natali na statement na Julie Rake.
Nkogamba. Nti eyo. In addition to being a novice in election management, Justice Byabakama has a bad record. He was involved in a futile attempt to malign Dr. Kizza Besigye in a rape case which flopped. No lawyer or DPP could charge Besigye or any person with rape based on evidence collected 2 years earlier. Rape and defilement cases depend on fresh evidence. The important ingredients in such cases of rape and defilement are forceful penetration, bruises in case there was a struggle, or semen stuck inside the victim. This cannot be established after 2 years, and that's why rape victims are advised not to bed. The case therefore was a holding charge intending to embarrass Dr. Besigye and deny him ample time to campaign. Oyo yali DPP yavunana Besigye yali takisobola naye olaba nti Besigye tebamunyega bamanya nti alina weak support we bamukubira genda osoma United Nations abalasa bafuna nnyo mu gundi musajja bamwita Kadri Weldham yali nazi nga bamumanya abalasa bamukiriza nafuka secretary general wa UN nga bakaseera bamulaga. The strongest weapon a mafia has against you is blackmail.
Boberango inaye bichambi.
Singaze na ina byenkoze singate babijayo. They went to my village, examined my academic papers, everything. They have tried. Nabaga nsisobola kukola mu government Lwaki. Being a government official, nakalema will trap me. Bajja kufuna omuntu wabwe alete sente bagaye nti bansibye. Kubanga bw'obeera omukozi wa government, corruption means that we are incapacity to do the job. Corruption kitegeeza nti towa muserikali w'eruzira kukugirayo mmotoka ku CPS ogwo si mulimu gwaba bimbwa. But if you are in a position to do the job, nti senior advisor to the president munkwatireko ajumu Bwiino mmotoka nje muyingize kabuli ajanga nantabalirako. I'm not part of government. Nekitegeera ojoje wange
wakitegeera nti basobola okukakozesa ne
ojoje wange nina ennyumba 8 ziri self contained buli kimu bwekirite buli mupangisa n'ogwo ennyumba zo nategeera nti abaana ku bujozi bwabwe bwe bayina basobola okuleeta omupangisa n'akolera mu bbomu ne bankwata. Yes, ntambula n'ennyondo yange tukyesawe women
abakazi obagobya nnyondo
tebaleeta omukazi mu ofiisi yange nga yeeyuzizza ataddeko kyekabuuti bwati nemulaba nkanga nandi mu state house mwalimu omuserikale wange bamuyita musaka wa poliisi nagana okozesa ow'amagye why nga nakale majja mulagira oba nalweyiso nengamba omukazi angamba ebyaffe byaba birimisa mirundi nemugamba byaba biri biti tugende mu lujja lwokero house obimbuulire nagenda okulaba nga omukazi akankana nengamba omuserikale mugjeeko gundi nga yeeyuzizza ayuzizza gundi ye
akalega
ne bulawuzi baga nti mbadde mukwatiramu
obadde omukwata
abaana abo babi kyobule bulenzi mwe muli babi ale ekyavudde abakwe balayi mu kyenyi mujja kutemba ennyonyi buli omu abakaaba buli omu akoze nammwe abakaaba bulenzi mmwe mujonyeseza abantu bangi nnyo wano.
Akalulu k'ekinaana kafaanana ne buno obugenda ddala mu maaso kati.
Secondly, the branda this cannot be nkugamba nti obujulizi nenkugamba nti yali nsobye okumuteekawo. Secondly, the branda the commission has committed is to try to negotiate with the political parties ekyo kiti kyabaddemu but teri mu charge. It seems this man leaves the government appears to be a fool who is not. Byabakama abaleka ne bakola ebintu byabwe ye n'abaleka ne babikola yali bidefendinga gye bujja. Yes, do you think that a serious man, a judge, can nominate a presidential candidate atali mu ngatto? Yali mugenti gandi dress properly abikolera bano bamuteeka mu kifo nga takyagala. Yes, anti nkugambye nti mulamuzi akimanyi. Yes, Katumba amala yegana sina kubalibirwa mu mbere ono naga nasambulia oli Katumba amala yali amanya isisi ono yali tajimanyi kati ebyo abakama bwe mutunulira bwende abaleka ne mukola ebintu ne ye yajja n'atulawo ne mubala ne mu staffinga n'agenda.